Good evening, South Fork, or whatever time of day that you're watching this. I'm sharing an update that I've tried to sort of prepare every other week or so as we've endured this COVID crisis. You notice I've got my mask on because when you see me in public or at the grocery store or wherever, this is what I'm going to look like. So you might as well get used to seeing me like this. And I expect I'm going to get used to seeing you like that as well. We're so thankful that our community has been spared a major COVID disaster. In fact, we're really hopeful that the major threat is actually past. And this hope is fueling anticipation that we can reopen and resume our normal activities every day. Our federal and state governments have loosened restrictions. We have a great sense of optimism and anticipation. Yet, a stark reality remains. The number of COVID admissions to our hospitals are rising. The number of positive tests are actually increasing. Pockets of infection are popping up in unexpected places, like a Tyson poultry processing plant, or in some expected and worrisome places like our nursing homes. So in spite of our hopeful anticipation, there's a real tension or ongoing threat that this situation could actually worsen again, and that our friends and our families are still at risk for contracting this disease or succumbing to it. And for this reason, as you see our hospitals and our clinics and even our businesses reopen, we are going to be very strict. And as we adhere to safety precautions such as wearing masks, washing our hands, and maintaining distance from each other as we reopen. I expect these measures are going to be in place for some time, in spite of increased testing or contact tracing, or even vaccines and antibodies that are being developed. Your church leadership is equally concerned about your safety and health as we prepare to worship together again. This was a major topic of our elder and ministry leader meeting earlier in this week. And as much as we would just love to just start again like we were before, that's just not going to happen. We're prayerfully considering advice from health and government leaders, from others who are preparing to reopen their churches as well. Please rest assured that we will make decisions that are in your best interests, and we'll ask for God's guidance as we make these difficult decisions. At this time, we're going to continue our online services together on Sunday throughout the month of May. We will continue the daily Bible studies and gatherings on Zoom. We will recruit teams to address the physical changes in our auditorium and family center so that we may resume worshiping together safely as soon as we can. What can you do as a member of our church family as we anticipate being together again in person? Be an exemplary citizen of this community. When you're out in public, wear a mask. Wash or sanitize your hands frequently. Wait or maintain distance from others around you so that everyone knows you are interested in them and making an effort to protect them. Continue to connect with your church family and friends and neighbors in ways that illuminate your Christ likeness. Meet their needs in ways that you can. Show your interest in their spiritual help. Introduce them to or help them walk with Christ. Lastly, I'm going to ask you to pray for and encourage your ministry team here at South Fork. Let them know that you really appreciate the efforts that they're going to keep our church family connected and fed spiritually during this really tough time. We are blessed beyond belief to have this ministry team at this time. The days, the weeks, the months ahead are going to continue to be uncertain. This has actually always been true, yet we sometimes believe we're in control. These same days and weeks and months will be and have been filled with the presence of God and the certainty of His awareness and control and love for us. Be still and know that I'm God. I will be with you always, even to the end of the age. What else could we ask for? I'm reminded that in a few days we're going to celebrate Mother's Day. It'll be different, but we're going to celebrate some wonderful women who have made our lives possible and enrich our lives daily. And yet, as I think about my mother and the experiences that I'm dealing with right now, one special memory verse that was certainly embedded in my brain early comes to mind. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. What a great principle to live by during this time of uncertainty and challenge. Thank you for loving the Lord and for loving each other and for letting us love you.